What's up mga itik? Hindi, joke lang. Good day everyone. Today we're gonna do a ESP32 to Xampp and MySQL data logging system. So first what we're gonna do is to mount our ESP on our laptop. As you can see here, our ESP is right here, and we're gonna just connect it to our laptop using a micro USB cable. So you can see how it's active and it's performing a blink. So moving on to our what we're gonna do is connect the ESP to Xampp server and saving data to MySQL. Hardware is ESP and cable, laptop, and hotspot. Right now we are connected to our Wi-Fi hotspot, GigaSmart Wi-Fi. Okay, later on we will connect on the same Wi-Fi. We will connect the ESP on the same Wi-Fi. This is the database. So first of all, we're gonna start the control panel, Xampp control panel. All right. Now that the Apache and MySQL is started, we can go ahead and click the admin on the MySQL. So we can view the PHP MyAdmin page. So we can view our databases. We already have made the ESP32 underscore DB, and we already have the table sensor data. Let's see if it's what. We're just gonna pretend that we didn't see that. So now that we have the ESP underscore DB database, we're gonna create a table. We're gonna create a table using the SQL provided on the file. We're gonna run this on ESP32 underscore DB. And then, where is it again? Here. Shabam! So you can see here the sensor data table appeared under the ESP32, and we already have this browse. Okay. Right now it doesn't have any data, so it will not show anything. Let's see the structure of this database table. All right, it matches what we want and what the instruction wants. Next is the creating the PHP file, which we already done, which we're going to show you on the htdocs folder here, Xampp htdocs folder, and then here's our folder ESP32. Let's just click on it. We already have the con, the insert, the view, which we're going to view using the Visual Studio. So that's all right. We should see the code here now. Let's start with con. We are connecting to our database. This is our database ESP32 underscore DB. This shall connect on our database on our MySQL on our server. Type shit. This insert.php is the one responsible for inserting data into the database table. This view here is the function or the script to let us view or see display the data from the sensor data table and display it on a, for example, a web browser. And this index.php is something we have made to display the data in a stylized manner. We can display this using the browser. Right, right. HTML. This is the index.html. It shows no data available. This is the same for view.php. No records found. All right. See, no records found because there's no record on it. Why would there be a record if there's no record on it? All right. Now we're moving on the Arduino IDE, so we can upload sketch provided on this open command prompt, blah blah blah, open command prompt, which blah blah blah, cmd. Kind of bored. I already did this 3 times. Gone. What? There you go. So as you can see here, there is two IPv4 address, but there is the address here, and this is what we're going to use, the 10.15.252.16. So let's move on our Arduino IDE and upload a sketch. Though we encountered an issue with the board earlier during testing, we found out that it is ESP32, but it's an ESP8266. Therefore, this sketch will not be uploaded successfully. So we have here a modified ESP8266, and then we're gonna upload this on our ESP. All right. So Going back to our connection to our hotspot, this is Giga Smart Wi-Fi. This is the this is the IP address for my laptop. Let's do a config again. As you can see, this is what we're gonna take. After taking that, okay, we're gonna put it here, and it's pointing directly on insert.php because the main purpose of this ESP board is to send, I mean, connect to the Wi-Fi first, and then send the hard-coded data on our here. It's gonna post. This is the data. We package it, and then we send it with the host. Right. We're gonna post it. So right now we're gonna upload it on our this file. This file has expectations as well. Right? Expected serial monitor output is connected to Wi-Fi server response data saved successfully. That is what we should see on the serial monitor after uploading the sketch. Right, right. And also we also should be able to see data on our database. Right. All right. It's compiling sketch now. Our ESP is still blinking. Blink, blink, blink. All right. Blinking. And it says here connecting to Wi-Fi. Connected to Wi-Fi. And we got server response X data saved successfully. That is a good sign because this is the expected output. And it confirms that the ESP is connected to the Wi-Fi. And we should see the data on our database. Right. Let's just refresh this phpMyAdmin. As you can see here, there's temperature, there's humidity sent on our database already. Now we can view that. Let's just refresh this view.php page. Right, and the data is there. Let's try it on. Right, it works.
The system follows standard client-server architecture. The ESP8266 client initiates an HTTP post request containing data to web server, which is the Apache. A backend script PHP processes this request, acting as a bridge to the database, which is the MySQL.
The objectives is basta yun, natapos na. Explain the communication. I explained it during the video. Set up Xampp. That's done. Create MySQL database. Done. Develop PHP script that receives HTTP post. C is receive HTTP post from ESP32. Done. ESP to send data on a local server. Done. Verify that transmitted data is correctly stored in the database. Done. Apply a basic ID. Tapos na. That's all for ESP to Xampp and MySQL data logging system. Yun lang.